Hello, beautiful souls. I'm so glad you are here to learn more about the missing link. So if you're here, that tells me that you are ready to leave burnout behind and start creating a work-life ecosystem that sustains you rather than drains you. The missing link is an extraordinary space for soul-guided entrepreneurs just like yourself. You've left behind this, what I call the machinery mindset of corporate life, to empower your passions and purpose as your life's work. You probably have many tools in your toolkit, including a robust spiritual and or self-care practice, and yet you still find yourself dancing in cycles of burnout and exhaustion. I get it. You crave a healthy work-life balance, and you want to be able to not only set, but keep exquisite boundaries. Exquisite boundaries. Doesn't that sound yummy? Have flexibility in your schedule to respond to life as it happens. Crazy, right? And more time to engage in rest, play, and your creative endeavors. And even more, you want to feel confident that your business will continue to support you this whole while, right? Without having to scale back the things that bring you joy as you establish this new state of being. Without having to deconstruct everything you've worked so hard to build. And without having to spend who knows how much time, days, weeks, months, etc., learning and implementing another one-size-fits-all solution that actually doesn't fit you, it doesn't fit your life, and it doesn't fit your business. So in this program, in the missing link, you'll learn how to make small but powerful adjustments to your business that align with your ways of knowing and being. This is what I call your soul wisdom, right? How you receive information, how you give information or express it, and harmonize with your personal rhythms and cycles. So we'll really learn about your rhythms and cycles and how you can tap into the power of them. So why the missing link? Because there is no one-size-fits-all solution for a soul-guided entrepreneur. And I've tried many, so believe me. I mean, maybe you found one and that's wonderful, but every program that I've ever gone through that's designed for an entrepreneur, it really is basically, it's set up to help a corporate space thrive and then transferred into the language for an entrepreneur. But the missing link is actually a living example of a soul-guided, sustainable ecosystem in action. This experience is my answer to ending the cycles of burnout and empowering my ways of knowing and being so that I can serve others from a place of authenticity. I spent many years, far more years than I'd like to admit, grinding away my days, attempting to prove my worth to others so that I would feel valuable, and wearing my ability to endure through clear symptoms of burnout. I had hives for 2 years straight. That's burnout, right? My body was telling me like, no more. And yet I wore my ability to endure through that like a badge of honor. I kept the most powerful parts of myself, my creativity, my intuition, my emotions, right? Like the ability to, I'm very empathic, and the ability to really like feel what someone else was feeling. I kept all of that hidden away. And I kept that sacred only in my personal practices, my spiritual practices. But I wanted to be taken seriously at work, not seen as weird or too much. And then even as I left my corporate job and entered into the space of entrepreneurship, I still found myself continuing to employ habits and behaviors of that machinery mindset. And I preserved my passions, my spirituality, like I said, for my personal time. So it wasn't until I began actually weaving together these previously, what I say, siloed parts, right? Work Regina, creative Regina, home Regina in a relationship, etc. These parts of me that felt like they didn't belong together. When I started to weave those together into all areas of my life and business, crazy, and business, that's when I found my true magic. So the missing link can help you magnify your magic just by being your beautifully weird self. Over the next 17 weeks, we're going to create a blueprint for your sustainable work-life ecosystem and start implementing these small, nourishing changes to your current practices. And that will bring you more energy, inspiration, and aligned engagement with your soul, your soul mates, right? Your business soulmates right away. And the most exciting part, you're not doing this alone. So you became an entrepreneur for yourself, but no one said you had to do it by yourself. It's one of the things that I miss the most from my corporate time until I started to create my soul-aligned community of business soulmates, my clients, but also my collaborators and my mentors. So when you come into this space of the missing link, you are getting me and all of the wisdom that I have to bring into this space, along with a circle of wisdom leaders who are here to support your journey alongside me. You are entering into a community of like-minded, like-hearted, soul-guided entrepreneurs just like you. And every one of them is excited to share resources, collaborate, support, and celebrate with you. So here's how we magnify your magic in the missing link. You'll begin with a one-on-one soul wisdom mentoring call with me. So this is where we're going to locate the areas of your work-life ecosystem that are currently out of balance. We'll identify your major energetic drains and your gains, right? What gives you energy. We'll set you up with either a new or a revised, what I like to call a devotional practice. So this is a practice that really helps you connect with your soul wisdom. And it will help you to restore, revitalize your energy, right? So you can start incorporating this from day one after our very first call. And that's aligned to your specific needs and your schedule. And one of the things that makes this really magical is that I designed this around, with what brings you joy, right? So we don't do this just out of the things that like power through, you got to do this, you got to show up for this thing, but like what actually brings you joy and is helping you. So it's really powerful. And then as we move through, there's 8 modules in this experience, so you're going to continuously recalibrate your energy using this practice. And we refine it as needed to meet you along the way, where you are along the way. So, modules 1 through 4 are all about exploring, expanding, and embodying. You'll learn the 5 wisdom channels of communication. So this is how you tap into your soul wisdom, the ways in which you receive information and express it. And you're going to find out what channels are you most fluent in. These are your unique ways of knowing and being. These are the life force energy that sustains your work-life ecosystem. So this is really important, and we're going to do this right away. You'll learn how to consciously work with your internal and external influences and engage your strengths when needed, as well as to recognize your default habits and patterns. So the ability to effectively identify destructive patterns and responses can help you alchemize their presence into opportunities rather than challenges. You're going to pinpoint, like I said earlier, we're going to start this in your one-on-one, but you're really going to learn how to do this for yourself as well. Pinpoint what's draining your energy and synchronize with supportive cycles and rhythms that naturally revitalize you. So knowing what qualifies as an enriching exchange, this provides you confidence and clarity as you start to establish those exquisite boundaries, right, to support your ecosystem. Then, modules 5 through 8 are all about infrastructure, intentional action, and integration. So here you'll learn how to cultivate and care for your sustainable ecosystem so that it evolves with you, right? You're an ever-evolving being, and this is going to evolve with you. So no more having to level up and then level up your business. This is going to work with you the whole time. Supporting all areas of both your life and your business. So with a clear understanding of what serves you best, you also then know what positions you best to serve others through your business. And you'll learn my 4 simple C's. This is a process that you can use as a supportive check-in to bring you back into harmony when you start noticing that overwhelm creeping up. So you don't need a new organizational strategy, and you definitely don't need to power through in whatever way that shows up for you. If you need late nights here, a weekend doing, working, doing catch up, and you send the family away or you send your partner away and you say, I just need to power through this weekend, right? Maybe a 3-day nap in a quiet, dark room under a blanket of cats. Sometimes that works for me. But you know what I mean, right? Like, you don't have to go to those extreme measures. So while these things will definitely move you forward in some way, they generally also set you back in other areas, and it keeps you in that machinery mindset that leads you right back into burnout. So, the tools, techniques, and teachers that you've gathered over the years, these are beautiful assets to you, and they can be amazingly supportive. I'm not saying that they're not, but they become even more powerful when you are utilizing them to care for your sustainable work-life ecosystem rather than relying on them to be your source of energy, right? So a shovel can be a great tool for maintaining your garden, but it's not the life force of the garden. So you are the life force of your business. When you have the sustainable work-life ecosystem, you'll no longer be searching for external solutions to bring you more energy and clarity. You'll stop devaluing your ways of knowing and being, your soul wisdom, as a tool for success and well-being in your life and business. And you'll stop ignoring information that's received through your body wisdom, your imagination, your emotions, right? All of these different channels of communication as essential to your business, right? These are essential to your business because you are that life force energy at the center of it. And so your ways of knowing and being, whatever those ways may be, they are essential to your business. So instead, you'll be working in tune with your authentic magic and making decisions with ease and clarity because you know how to make decisions in this way. It's your natural way of being. Getting stuck in analysis paralysis, which is that thinking channel, that mind-based channel, that we're taught is the most important thing in business. And for some of us, it is our natural way of being, so I'm not devaluing that. But getting stuck in analysis paralysis is one of the biggest energy drains that many of my clients share with me during their initial soul wisdom mentoring session, that they keep getting stuck in this cycle of thinking through things and can't move beyond that. And it's also one of the first things that they say goodbye to after they work with me. So if you're finding yourself in analysis paralysis, if you're doubting your decisions, if you think you have to go it alone, please don't. If you're craving space to create rest, play, and creativity, just like get into your creativity. If you want to do this on a regular basis, I have good news for you. Awareness of what isn't working is the first step along this journey. So knowing that you want to change something, knowing that you want to transform it, you're already doing this work. And now you've called in your support team to walk this journey with you. So the missing link is going to help you bring together all of these pieces that you've cultivated separately, those siloed areas, over time, into one healthy, thriving ecosystem. It's exciting, right? And it doesn't stop there. So what do you get in the missing link? I've gathered a powerful team of wisdom leaders who are here to support you with specific tools, techniques, and teachings, right, that are aligned with each module as we travel through them. There's 8 of them. They're powerful, amazing women who are doing this kind of work as well. They all bring in decades of experience in their particular area of genius, and they've taken the same journey that I've taken. They've taken the same journey that you're taking right now within their own business. They're living it. You will participate in bi-weekly gatherings at the beginning of each module, where you'll experience a tangible activity, so something hands-on to support you in your life and your business immediately. And at the end of each module, so each module is 2 weeks long, we're going to hold an open group call for coaching, Q&A, sharing, celebration, yay, and clarity. So bring your questions to that, or just come and gather and be around everybody. Throughout each 2-week period, you are going to have access to additional tips and tools, techniques, teachings. Some of them are pre-recorded, some of them are worksheets, etc. We have an online platform where we're going to give you a wealth of information. It's not homework necessarily, so you can kind of go through it at your own pace. And this does not go away. So you have this well beyond the 17 weeks. You have this for as long as you want to use it. So you can do it now or you can do it in the future, depending on what your schedule looks like. And don't feel guilty if you don't get to all of it, because it's there, and sometimes just having access to it is what you need. So just know that that's a tool that is there for you. You'll also be invited to the Soul Wisdom Leaders Lounge. So this is an online community of soul-guided entrepreneurs. This is we start out as a community within this container. So it's the other participants of the program as well as the Soul Wisdom leaders. And then at the end of the 17 weeks, you'll be welcomed into my larger community of soul-guided entrepreneurs. So this is where you can continue connecting, collaborating, and creating together. And that community, you become a part of that community. Midway through the program, you're going to receive a week-long pause. So this actually lines up with the 4th of July weekend. And so there's no new content for you during that week, except for there is a 1-hour somatic healing experience to help support your body and nourish your nervous system. So we really tap in and nourish you, mind, body, and soul, every step of the way. So imagine yourself 17 weeks from now, seamlessly flowing through your work and life, feeling energized, feeling inspired, and feeling rested, right? That's a good one. You can quickly and clearly identify energy drains, and you see them before you even approach them, and you know exactly what to do about it. And you are attracting your business soulmates and creating in alignment with your inner knowing just by walking through your day as your magically magnetic self, right? So, if you're ready to disrupt the old habits and practices that you learned in your corporate life, to leave burnout behind and start creating a work-life ecosystem that sustains you rather than drains you, the journey starts on May 16th. And the link to begin your journey is right below this video. I can't wait to see you there.